Issue Burning Gordon in the house, back with another Arsenal news episode. Oh, so sorry. The only reason why it is related to Arsenal is because they are in it. So back to again with ESL, ladies and gentlemen. This is the only news that we can actually come up with. There's no other thing that I have to tell you guys. So let's just jump into it. So Olivier Holt tweets out that hearing the first cracks may be beginning to appear in the ugly mishapen edifice of ESL. Told two English clubs are close to losing their nerve. They're not. Bullshit. And Florentino Perez, oh my god, he just went on and on and on about the official statement. So we will talk about everything that Florentino Perez said. So Fabrizio Romano tweets out that 12 football clubs jointly today announced an agreement competition, the Super League. AC Milan, Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Chelsea, Barcelona, Internazionale, Juventus, Liverpool, Man City, Manchester United, Real Madrid, and Tottenham have all joined. So Florentino Perez to El Chiringuito TV says also Holland's father has visited our training ground, Valdebebas. Yes, everyone has always had the same reaction. Never seen anything like this. Holland and Mbappe are two excellent players, but what Messi and CR7 have done is incredible. Zidane is happy. He's a top manager. The contract is there. We'll see what happens at the end of the season. Mourinho, in the 3 years with us, Jose has helped us. We must thank him too. And talking about, he says Vinicius Junior is untouchable. He's not leaving Real Madrid. Also, if Paris Saint-Germain asks for Vinicius in the Mbappe deal. Talking about Sergio Ramos, Florentino Perez says, I love Sergio Ramos, but we are in a very bad financial situation at Real Madrid. Nobody puts money into this club. Will he leave the club? I didn't say that. Many things can happen. We will think about it at the end of the season. Cristiano will not come back at Real Madrid. It does not make sense. He has a contract with Juventus. The fans always ask me to buy Mbappe. My answer, I say, don't worry. The truth is that he's a good player, yes. I never talked to Mbappe, at least now. And he laughed. He said, I don't know what's going to happen to his contract with Paris Saint-Germain. Why am I telling you this? Give me a moment. So he says, if we can't find an agreement with UEFA, we will not back down. If they want to wait for 2024 to make the reform, they can wait. We're not waiting for anyone because we need to start this. We need the Super League. If we can start the Super League in August, we will do it. We will do our best to start this year. We want to reach an agreement with UEFA and the other parties involved. We will talk with UEFA, FIFA, and not only. Why aren't UEFA and La Liga salaries public? Why haven't salaries been reduced like everyone else during the pandemic? We need more transparency. We know the salary of LeBron James, but we don't know the salary of UEFA president. The contract of the Super League is binding. Nobody can leave. We will work all together. All the clubs signed the contracts last Saturday. There is no problem. We have not invited Paris Saint-Germain yet. We're gonna talk with many clubs and explicate them about the Super League project. If Bayern refuses to join, it won't cancel, don't worry. We also will hire some of the best referees in the world. I'm talking about Barcelona. Florentino said, Barcelona are going through a difficult economic situation. Laporta immediately understood and accepted, like all the great clubs in the world, this Super League will save the entire world of football. The new Champions League format for 2024 is something absurd. I have no personal interest in making this Super League. I'm not the owner of Real, but only the president because Real is owned by the members. I only want to save football. Real Madrid and other Super League clubs will not, remember this, Real Madrid and other Super League members will not be excluded from this 2020-2021 Champions League. It won't happen. The law protects us. This is impossible. I think this also applies to the Europa League semi-finalists as well. And talking about it, he says, Boris Johnson said he will do everything to cancel the Super League because they explained to him that the Premier League would disappear. It's false. It's not true. Everything will go back to normal. The Super League is not for the rich, but it's to save football. If this continues, football will disappear, and by 2024, we would already be dead. This is the only way to save everyone, big, medium, and small clubs. The 15 founding clubs are the ones that matter the most in terms of entertainment. Others, likes of Napoli, Roma, will have a chance to be in competition 1 year or another, and then let's see. President Seferin insulted Andre Agnelli today. It is not possible. It's crazy to discuss a president of a world club like Juventus. This is something unacceptable. UEFA must change. We don't want a president who insults other presidents. He also goes on saying, PSG were not invited. As of today, we haven't even spoken to German clubs. We are now 12 clubs. We want to become 15 clubs. If PSG and Bayern refuse, the Super League competition will not be cancelled. This is BS. Even in the Premier League, if top clubs are economically stronger, all the other clubs will also become stronger. It is a consequence. We want to dialogue with UEFA as we propose in the Super League. We want to save football. Florentino Perez also confirmed that Arsenal, Real Madrid, Chelsea, Manchester City, United will not be suspended from the Champions League and Europa League semi-finals. Impossible. I can assure that 100% seguro. Real Madrid, Man City and Chelsea are the other clubs of Super League will not be banned from the Champions League or domestic leagues. Unreal. Unreal. UEFA is a monopoly. He also goes on saying that UEFA is a monopoly, but it needs to be more transparent. We want to save football for the next 20 years. It is in a serious time of a serious danger. If you win, you receive 120 to 130 million euros from UEFA. But with Super League, we will earn much more. We will speak to UEFA, as we said in the statement. We have to discuss with UEFA with the 5 spots available in the Super League. UEFA has been working on the new format of the UCL, but I honestly don't understand it. We want to save football. The Super League is not a closed league. It's absolutely not true. Whoever wins the 5 available spots will be able to play with the other best teams in the world. It will become like a pyramid because we big clubs will have more money and we will be able to invest it by buying players. If the big clubs lose their money, as is happening, the whole football system crashes as with the Champions League. The attractive thing in football is playing between big clubs. The value for television increases and more income is generated. It's not just the rich who want the Super League. We're doing it to save football because it is a critical moment. Football needs to change to be more attractive globally. Instead of making the Champions League because it lost interest as it had in 1950, change comes and even at the time FIFA and UEFA were against it, but that's how football changed. Football must evolve like everything in life. Football has to adapt to the times we live in now. Football is losing interest. TV rights are decreasing. We want to do the Super League. The pandemic has given us urgency. Now we are all ruined in football. Here at Real Madrid, we've lost a lot of money. We are all going through a very bad situation. When there is no profit, the only way is to play more competitive games during the week. The Super League will save the clubs financially. Many important clubs in Spain, Italy and UK want to find a solution to the very bad financial situation. The only way is to play more competitive games. And if instead of playing Champions League, Super League helps the club to recover the lost earnings. Sevilla announced that they are not joining the Super League and they have no interest in this kind of project. I'm so proud of our club. We say no to the Super League. Director of football said that. Klopp said, I have the same opinion about the Super League. It's a tough one. People aren't happy and I'm not involved. Liverpool is more than some decisions. My aim has always been to be a part of the Champions League. I like the idea that West Ham can play in the UCL. Wow. Supreme. Supreme, man. I think this guy is definitely going to define football as we know it. You guys can say anything you want, but also Florentino said its statistics, teenagers are more interested in playing video games than in football these days, and we have to do something to bring them back. Wow. Whew. And at a Premier League meeting tomorrow, the other teams are set to agree to demand United, Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Chelsea and Tottenham all leave the league at the end of the season. This is exactly the thing that they would want you to understand, but no. So Kaveh Solehol, that's what his name is, I guess. Kaveh Solehol says from Sky Sports, he says, I think the future of this project is now hanging on the balance. It could well end in the courts, but if you see the amount of opposition there is to this, I think there is now a chance that this will collapse. And talking about Florentino Perez, Kaveh says, Florentino says he wants to save football. The only thing his interest is in saving Real Madrid. In the past, he has never shown the slightest interest in English football. The truth in the matter is, his club are in trouble. Wow. Wow. Everything is collapsing right now. And there will be financial control mechanisms in place for the Super League. Not more than 55% of the annual income may be spent on salaries. A board composed of members of 15 founders will take decisions throughout a majority vote of 66%. And there will be 6 committees: financial, television, business, competition, solidarity and amateur. Patrick Bamford has to say something. He says, it's amazing all the drama that happens when it touches someone's pockets. It's a shame it's not like that for other things going on at the minute, like racism. Shut up. Florentino Perez has ensured with the other founding clubs that the Champions League win record moves to the Super League just as in 1992 from the European Cup to the Champions League. Real Madrid will start with 13 titles, AC Milan with 7 and Liverpool with 6. That's what this is all about. And David Beckham has more to say. He says, as a player and now as an owner, I know that our sport is nothing without the fans. We need football to be for everyone. We need football to be fair. We need competitions based on merit. Unless we protect values, the game we love is in danger. Ian Wright said, I literally couldn't believe it when I saw Arsenal's name come up as one of the teams. This is the same Arsenal that only a couple of weeks ago was commended for the tribute to David Rocastle. God, the man would be turning in his grave knowing what is going on now. Real Betis president Angel Haro says, we are against the Super League because it is a closed league in which meritocracy is diminished, something essential in football, seeing the reaction generated in Europe. I think the Super League is not going to develop. Also, there's another guy who actually wants to speak about it. Well, let's talk about it. So, Atlanta left back Robin Gosens says that if Arsenal or Tottenham qualify for the Super League forever, without any sporting European achievement, the foundation of football will be taken away. Really? What about Manchester City? What about Atletico Madrid? Okay, Atletico have actually won Europa League. What about Man City? Robin Gosens, I understand the sentiments, but at this moment of time, just shut up. Just shut up. So Carragher says we have tribalism in this country. We have rivalry. That's what makes the game we love. Football fans get together, all of us in TV, pundits, players, managers get together and stop this because it can be stopped. Going forward, I think that's what we need. Marches on stadiums, supporters getting together. This cannot be allowed to happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I have here for you guys. I think not much of the Arsenal news, but this is a very bang-on news. I think I'll tell you in 2 minutes. I will summarize what I feel. Florentino Perez is a visionary. Okay, he saw the opportunity to bring in the real Champions League in 1950. That happened in 1992. Everything changed when the Premier League was brought in. People were against it. People are against this now as well. But trust me, everyone who's actually against it, if the resolve of Florentino Perez is more stronger than the people who are actually is more than the people who are actually opposing it, it will happen, and you will watch it. I know it. You will watch it. And all this Jamie Carragher, Gary Neville, all this, everyone will be in their stadiums. Studios actually previewing whatever the shit they are. Monday Night Football, Wednesday night Super League football. They're gonna come up with that, and they're gonna talk about it, man. Every single one of the YouTubers will make videos about it. I'll make videos about it. Hell, even every single one of the content creators will do watch-alongs for that. So trust me, it will be disgusting, but you cannot take into consideration what Florentino Perez's words are. You have to take that also into consideration before making a decision. Let me know what you guys actually feel about the ESL. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.